Hey pals. So a few days ago I was scrolling through Instagram and I came across this sponsored post that I thought was very intriguing. I thought I saved it, but I can't find it anymore. So once again I am starting off a video with an apology. So basically the post that I thought I saved was an ad for this soulmate portrait drawn by a psychic on Etsy. In the ad there was a picture of this girl posing with the drawing and her boyfriend, who are supposedly supposed to look like the same guy. To be completely honest, when I first saw it, my first thought was, that's dumb. Totally no shade to anybody if you are like really into psychics. Like, that's totally cool and I don't think you're dumb. If you yourself are a psychic, I'm extra sorry. But for someone like me, I'm not like 100% psychics are real. I'm also not really on board with the whole like soulmate thing either. I'm iffy on both, is what I'm trying to say. So I was highly skeptical when I first saw it. But my second thought was, that's kind of a sneaky con, if indeed it is. Because how can anyone really prove you wrong? I guess people could be upset if like the quality of the drawing is bad, or if that person's already with someone and that someone doesn't happen to match up with the portrait you get. But even if you're a sham of a psychic who just drew a random face, I still feel like there's a really easy cop-out for that. Like, bummer, that person's just not your soulmate. Oh, your spouse you've been married to for 15 years, you have 2 kids with and a golden retriever, and things are tough sometimes, but you put aside your differences to raise your children and build your life together. Nah, that guy stinks. Like, that's pretty harsh, but can anyone really prove you wrong? Well, I'm going to try to today. I am not psychic. I am a regular person. So how am I going to challenge these mystical powers that be with science, or like in my case, a dumb little experiment? Okay, so basically what I've done is the other day I ordered 3 of these portraits from 3 different sellers, all on Etsy, and today we're gonna compare all of them and see if they match. Basically, if even 2 of them look the same, I am going to eat my words. I will issue another apology at the end of this video to all of the psychics that I bashed. If they're all different, I guess that doesn't technically mean that they're all bad. I suppose like one of them at least could still be correct. But my mind will not be changed, and instead of an apology, I will just be slightly smug. Let's get started. Not gonna lie, I am a little excited, and I do kind of hope that at least one of these is very poorly drawn. I love bad art. It's amazing. I also love good art, but it just resonates with me less. So I ordered all of these as digital copies. I thought that would be easiest. Also, I think you guys will be able to see it better because I can just put it directly on the screen. It's a little less dramatic, but a little more efficient. I have not seen these yet, so we're gonna be seeing them for the first time together. Also, something I kind of want to mention is that every seller asked me for the exact same information. They asked me for my full name and my birth date. They didn't ask my gender, my preferences, or anything like that, which I guess if you're a real psychic, it wouldn't matter anyway. You would just know. My first name, Owen, isn't even really gender neutral. I think it gets gendered more as a boy's name, actually. My substitutes in grade school and high school always thought I was gonna be a boy, so. Alright, I can't procrastinate anymore, so let's do this. Okay, this first one is from the seller Esmeralda Selena. I'm nervous. What if it looks like somebody I know? Okay, so it came with a little like profile of the person, a description, I guess, and so I'll read that right now. He has an ambitious, kind, friendly, emotional character. His sense of justice is very advanced. The downside is he's unstable. He can change his mind suddenly. Is this him or is this about me? He cares about his appearance, always takes care to dress stylishly. He likes spending time at home, does not like nightlife. The most important thing he seeks in a relationship is loyalty and love. Relationship will be long-lasting. Even small gifts make her very happy. Even a pencil or wallet makes him very happy. He has artistic hobbies, has the ability to think analytically. He has a very good memory. His job is an architect, engineer, or designer. He loves her job very much. Maybe a workaholic. I wish you a very happy life without having to worry about anything. Best wishes. All right, let's look at the picture. Okay. So you guys can see it's very, I don't know, vague, I guess. He has some severe facial hair, and I hope that all those lines, just zigzagging off his face and his hair are, not a style that he's rocking, but instead an artistic choice by, the artist. He does, like, remind me of somebody, but I can't figure out who exactly. Maybe just, like, anybody with a mustache who kind of, like, smiles like this. We got our standard for comparison. Let's open the next one and see if it looks anything like that guy, I guess. Okay, so this next one is from a seller called The Psychic Artist. Alright, so this one comes with a little, like, profile of the person as well, so I'll read that again. The person revealed as being your soulmate is reliable, optimistic, and also a master of the culinary arts. He seems to be a slightly shy man at first for whom it is a bit difficult to initiate a discussion. He has an incredibly strong sex appeal, and his combination will become a real weakness for you. Okay. With him, you will feel like a real goddess. He will take care to bring the world at your feet, but at the same time, he always manages to keep a note of mystery around him. With him, you will learn that nothing is quite as serious as it seems. It acts as a stress reliever. Every moment spent with him seems like a real refuge from the turmoil and madness of the outside world. He normally brings joy into people's lives, and this shows onto his face too. He's a well-organized person that can also drag others and determine them to join a healthy lifestyle, both mentally and spiritual ones. This one is really, really long, so it's already a little bit more detailed than the other one. Oh, this is kind of interesting. It says, please be aware that opening the path for your drawing is the equivalent of turning the face of the universe to your soul. I don't really know what that means. The information you received is confidential and you should not release to any other soul because What? The information you received is confidential and you should not release to any other soul because the consequences could lead to an energy blockage of your aura and it will interfere with the connection between you and him. Sorry, the psychic artist. I'm gonna release it anyway. Right now your vibration levels aren't aligned and calibrated towards each other, and it could take 17 months before you will meet each other. If you want to learn more about how to calibrate your vibrations and accelerate the entire process, please check my ebook. Okay, I see how it is. So I feel a little bit upset because apparently my soulmate has a soul patch. Alright, well honestly seeing this picture just made me feel less worried about, you know, betraying my aura or whatever by releasing this info into the world. So soulmate, more like soul patch, if you know what I'm saying. Doesn't really look like the other guy, so that's chill. I don't know who this is. I don't think I would ever fall for someone with a soul patch in real life, but 17 months from now, what's my life gonna look like? I don't know. Maybe I want a soul patch. Okay, so I'm back. It is day 2. So what happened is when I went to open the email from the third seller that I thought was going to be the portrait, it was actually just the seller asking me for a photo of myself for a better reading. So we're doing it today instead. I sent a picture, but that is what happened. So we're going to open it right now. I think I have the email that is actually the portrait this time, but I guess we'll see. Maybe I'll just get burned again. Okay, yes, I have the reading this time. So this third portrait is by a seller called Healer Adonis. I hope I'm saying that right, I don't really know. Since you're a Capricorn, you will connect the best with Taurians. Taurians? I feel like this one's just me gonna be mispronouncing words I don't know how to say. Since you're a Capricorn, you will connect the best with Taurians. With the capacity to supplement each other in a gentle, slow way, they are the most exhausting couple on the outside with the most energizing internal action that stays escaped the remainder of the world. You will most likely meet him during the 30th of November, full beaver moon. Alright, that full beaver moon, let's get it. He will ask you out at first sight. There's a couple grammar mistakes in this one that make it a little bit difficult to read. That's the drawing I did to this reading. Hope you enjoyed it and it resonated with you. So let's look at this picture. Okay, it doesn't look like the other guys. Rocking a deep V, I see. Appreciate his smize. It is very intense. Why is he making that face? I don't understand. Is that what reels me in? Is him glaring at me from the other side of the room? I don't know. Okay, so what are the takeaways? Apparently psychics think I have a thing for odd facial hair, or guys who look at me like this. If you currently have a soul patch, maybe consider not having one. And if you look like any of these people, please send me a message. If that's the case, sorry in advance for making fun of how you look. Unless you're soul patch dude. I'm sorry, I can't apologize for that. There have to be rules. Society would fall apart otherwise. At the end of the day, the conclusion that I've drawn is that the aura of my soulmate is just too complex. All of these sellers got elements of it right, but it's only when you put it all together that the end result becomes clear. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked that video, please give me your thumbs. If you want to see more videos like that, kindly redirect the universe towards my aura. Just kidding, please subscribe. Bye.